Hey to all my fellow rock lovers out there. It's time to do another one of these videos where I take the rocks that I found out near the Rio Grande River in West Texas, near the town of Terlingua, and I get them slabbed to see what's inside. Now, let's start with this one here. I remember when I found this one, I thought, ooh, what an odd looking rock. It has all these, well, little dirty spots on it, but then I realized I couldn't clean those spots off. And when I took a closer look, I could see that this rock has layers of those spots, which to me is cool. It kind of has like a leopard pattern on there. Let's try slabbing this one. I don't know if this will be anything interesting or if it'll be something I can turn into a cabochon, but let's find out. Let's get this in the saw, get it locked in the vise, get a few slabs off of it, then we'll come back here and look at it. Okay, our little animal print stone has been slabbed. How did it turn out? Let's take a look at this end cut here. Ooh, you see, I find that interesting. I like those stripes. It feels like it's the type of stone that will take a good polish as well. Let's look at this first full slab. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I know there's not a lot of color in it, but that pattern I think is very interesting. I can imagine a cabochon coming from this. What do you think? It's like Morse code on there. Look at that. Interesting little rock. I have no idea how this ever formed, but a cool rock. The next rock we're going to slab is this big guy here, which is interesting looking. You see all these wavy lines on it? Is this what, a sandstone maybe? I honestly don't know. I'm not a geologist. But I remember I broke an edge off of it out in the field, and I can see that the pattern goes through the rock. And it's a cool looking pattern. Whether or not this is something that can be turned into a gemstone, I kind of doubt, but we'll find out. Let's get this on the saw, get it slabbed, and see what it looks like. Well, for the big guy, I only did a couple of small slabs off the end. Let's see how they turned out. Here's the little end cut. You know, I like that. It's got a busy pattern in it. It's nice and smooth, so I think it will take a good polish. Let's look at the first full slab here. Oh yeah, I think this is very interesting. I can imagine making a cabochon from this as well. The last slab here. Very cool looking. I must say I like this stone, whatever it is. There you can see is where I was cutting. A lot more to deal with as well, look at that. For our next rock is this smallish piece of what I think is some kind of jasper maybe. I broke off this edge here and I saw that bullseye looking pattern, which when wet is interesting. So what will this one look like when we get it slabbed? It looks like there's lots of color in it. Could it be something cool? Let's find out. Let's get this cut open and see what's inside. Okay, this colorful little rock has been slabbed. Let's take a look at it. How's this first end piece look? Ooh. Oh yeah, I like that. Lots of color. Let's see this next full slab here. Wow, I think that's beautiful. That's like a picture stone, isn't it? I like that. Will this make a good cabochon? Will it shine up nicely? Ooh, if it does, wow. Still see a little oil on that one. I am very happy with this one. To me, that is just a beautiful, beautiful rock. And here's what's left. Oh, that's dynamite, I think. What do you think? Good rock? Next up is this interesting looking rock. I remember when I picked this one up, I chipped off this edge and I looked inside here and thought, well, that's kind of cool looking. What will this be like when we get it slabbed? Let's find out. Let's get this one on the saw. Get some cuts. Okay, I've got a couple of slabs off this rock just on the end here, just to give us a taste. Let's look at this first end cut. Very nice. All right, the first full slab. What do we got here? Let's take a look. I like it. I like the colors in it and the pattern. Will it shine up? I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty stuff. I can see a cabochon coming from this. Yeah, not your average rock, right? Something interesting. It's time for another one of these Quartzy Aggity rocks. I found several of these, and I've been slabbing them and for the most part, I'm really liking what I'm seeing inside. This particular one has a big chunk of chalcedony right there, which makes me think this is more agate than usual. You can see it's got lots of that white quartzy material on it, but looks like there's some other good stuff as well. Let's get this in there and get it cut. See what we can find. Okay, I've got another one of these Quartzy Aggity rocks slabbed slightly here at the end. So far, the ones I have slabbed have been pretty cool. Is this one going to follow suit? Let's see. Well, it's not bad. Let's look at the first full slab here. This one's a little more quartzy than the other ones, not quite as interesting. Let's see, how does this slab look? Let's see. I'm a little disappointed in this one. This one's not as nice as the other two that I have cut from my trip that looked similar to this on the outside. It's not awful, but not my favorite. You can see that chalcedony was not deep at all. I saw that on the outside and thought, oh, look, we got this chalcedony, but now look at it, just right on the edge there. So this one's a little disappointing, actually. It's not awful, but certainly not as great as the other ones I've been cutting. I have to end on one of these really exciting agates. So for our last rock in this episode, let's cut into this agate. Now, when I found this one, I was very excited. When it's wet, you can really see some beautiful pattern in there. It has all this quartz on this one side here, but then look at this sort of, it's almost like a lace agate pattern in there. Wow, what will this one look like when we get it slabbed? I have high hopes, so let's get this in the shop and get some slabs. As usual with these videos, I saved the best for last. So this is that interesting looking agate that I found. How did it turn out? We got a couple of slabs off it on this end. Let's take a look at this first end piece here. Ooh, that is beautiful. Look at that. All right, that is a good sign. Let's see this first full slab. Wow, check out the detail in that. Oh my, that is spectacular. Oh my goodness, I could not be happier. Wow, I love that. Isn't that amazing? Look at the detail in there. Wow, I can make 4 or 5 outstanding cabochons from this. Look at the color in there. As you can see, there's still oil on this one. All this quartz is even interesting looking over here. Wow. This stuff just blows me away. Look at the detail in that. Nature is just incredible. Look at all that. Here's what's left. Like I said, even that quartz is really cool looking over here. Wow. It's a little blade mark right there. That shouldn't be there. There we go. Oh my, what an amazing rock. I am so happy I found this one. Okay, so that is another episode of Slabbing these rocks that I found in West Texas. Let's do the grading now. Which one did we start with? This one, of course. How would I grade this one? I do like this rock. It's unusual. I can imagine making a cabochon out of this. I don't know how well it will shine, but it has a very smooth surface to it after that saw cut, so that tells me it's probably hard and it will take a good shine. So I'm going to give this one I need to be a little less generous with my grades. Let's say a B- on this one. And then our next one was this guy here. I like the pattern on that. It's very busy looking. Again, I've been too generous with my grading. So let's say for this one, mostly because I don't know how well this will shine, let's say a C+ on this one. Then this one. Ooh, I like that a lot. That to me is a beautiful stone right there. I'm gonna say a solid B for this one. Okay, now this one. Oh man, interesting. But again, I don't want to be too generous with my grades. Let's say a C+ for this one. Now, this Quartzy Aggity rock was a disappointment. I've already slabbed a couple of these before that I found on that trip, and they turned out beautiful. This one is not in the same category, so I'm going to say a C- for this one, which leaves us with this home run. Look at the pattern in that thing. Wow. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to say A+ on this one. Imagine the beautiful cabochons that will come from this. Definitely an A+. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy cutting these rocks so much, so it's mutual pleasure. I appreciate you watching. Please be sure and check my other videos for more like this. Thanks again.